What's up, y'all? We are back in the studio with another 30-minute full body mat Pilates inspired workout. Hope you're ready to get it because this one is the burner. All right, we're gonna start with a Pilates burpee set. So just find a nice wide stance on your mat, feet about hip width distance apart. We're just gonna start with some squats, hips going back and down, driving through the heels of our feet to rise back up. Just working through this air squat, pressing through our heels and our toes, keeping your chest proud like we're sitting back in a chair. Now, just know you can go as slow or as quickly as you like through this burpee. It really is kind of up to you with your pacing here. We're gonna hold low in our squat in about 10 seconds. Just working through these air squats. Hope you're all having a great week so far. It's about to storm really crazy here, but hopefully we don't lose power. You hold low in 5, bottom of your squat in 3, 2, and 1. Holding low, tiny press up an inch and down an inch. Driving through the heels and the toes. We're gonna stay low here in 5. We're gonna walk it out into our plank in 3, 2, 1. Stay low, walk your hands out into your plank. I'm gonna back my feet up just a little bit, finding your strong high plank position. Shoulders stacked over the wrists, heels lifted high, glutes tucked, belly in. If you need to modify, you come down to your knees, all right? We're just gonna start with a slow shoulder tap, tapping one shoulder, switching sides. If your hips are rocking like mine, just walk your feet out a little bit wider. Just working through these shoulder taps nice and slow. We're gonna move into some mountain climbers in 3, 2, and 1. Alternating knees to chest, rounding through the spine, pulling the belly button up and in. We're gonna put it all together in 5, in 3, 2, 1. Take your nice wide stance, walk your hands back, rock back onto your heels, and stand all the way back up. We've got 3 or 4 squats, up to you. We'll stay low, we'll walk it out into our high plank. Now you pick how many pairs of shoulder taps and mountain climbers you do. Again, all your choice. You can do it from the knees if you need. We walk it all the way back in. Let's come back up. Now, if you want, you can add on more squats. You can add a little press in your squat. The beauty of the burpee, you get to warm up however you like, all right? Or when we finish class with them, however you like. You can do mountain climbers first, shoulder taps. These are just my favorite variations in my burpee. We're gonna finish here in a plank hold. When I count you down, we'll walk it out and hold. Coming up. And again, you can do your shoulder taps on the knees, mountain climbers on the knees, really small range of motion, but definitely engages the obliques. We'll send it out to our plank here in 15. Again, feel free to add on to the squats. Whatever feels good for you. In 10, we'll walk it out to our plank and hold. In 5, we'll finish with a 1-minute plank in 3, 2, 1. Walk it out and hold. Option to come down to the forearms if that feels better on your body. Wherever you are, heels high, glutes tucked, belly in. Chest hollow, okay? Now you can work through your shoulder taps, your mountain climbers. You can do plank walks in and out. Whatever plank you like to do to finish. You can hold your plank. You can do knee taps. We could do hip dips, side to side. You've got 15 seconds here. And then I'll explain how we move into our first leg block. You've got 8. You're out of this in 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Totally can do it without dumbbells if you want to. I'm gonna grab onto my lightweight dumbbells. We're gonna do a warrior lunge today. So You're gonna bring your right foot or left foot, if you're mirroring me, forward. And my feet are in an L shape, okay? So, power. My right toes are pointing forward, my left toes are pointing out to the side, all right? I'm stacking my right knee on top of my right ankle, racking my dumbbells at my shoulders. Now I'm gonna start just by bending into that right knee, finding that squeeze on my right glute, and extending back up. Just bending into my right leg, driving through my right heel to rise back up. Feeling that flexion, feeling it in my quad, my glute, my inner thigh, and my left inner thigh as well, doing a lot of stabilizing here. When I'm ready to add on, I'm gonna lunge. Now as I rise up, I'm gonna overhead press. Then as I lower, I bring the dumbbells back to my shoulders. Pressing as I extend, racking as I bend. Nice and slow. Keeping my core nice and tight. We never wanna arch through the back here, pressing the rib cage forward. And if you're feeling this tight in your back leg, hip, you can turn your toes slightly forward, and that's gonna help relieve a little bit of that hip flexor strain if your hip flexors are tight. Bending into that leg, extending, squeezing. We're gonna hold low in the right leg in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna bring my dumbbells together. We're gonna work through a side crunch through my right oblique, crunching down towards my right knee, lifting back up. Now instead of dropping my elbow, I'm gonna think about dropping my shoulder and then lifting back up. Staying low, feeling that in my right glute, my right quad. We're gonna put this all together in 5, all together in 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells back to my shoulders. As I press, I rise up. As I sink back down, I bring my dumbbells to my chest. I crunch, I lift, I sink 1 inch lower, and then I rise. That right quad should be starting to feel it. Right glute, shoulders, and right oblique, because full body, baby. What else would we be doing? All right, when I count you down, we're gonna stay low one more time. We got 1 hold to finish this off. Now I know what you're thinking, finish? My glute's not on fire yet. Oh, don't worry. We're getting there. All right, y'all, we hold low in 5, hold low in 3, 2, 1. Hold low. From here, if you can, you extend your arms long. We sink down 1 inch and up 1 inch, pressing your right heel into the ground. Maybe you even look up to the ceiling for a stability challenge. You're here for 10. We've got a squat series in 5. Keep your dumbbells if you can in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Now I'm gonna turn to face you. You definitely don't need to turn if you don't need to. Keeping your feet about hip width distance apart, arms long by your side, shoulders go back and down. I'm just gonna start with my squat, hips going back and down for 3, nice and slow, 2, and 1. Like I'm sitting in a chair, I rise all the way back up. Now we're gonna add on to this. As I sink low, I forward raise. I like palms in. Gives you a little bit of a counterbalance to sit back without falling backward. We'll hold low here in 5, hold low in 3, 2, 1. Little press up 1 inch, down 1 inch. Shoulders are engaged, core is tight. We're gonna isolate the arms in 3, 2, 1. Stay low, just the arms down and up. Taking your time. It's not about cranking out reps here. We're going really slow, really controlled. All right. You hold your arms lifted in 3, 2, 1. Arms lifted. Now we're gonna bend our elbows, bring the dumbbells to my shoulders. Now I'm gonna tap my left toes out to the side and bring them back in. As I bring my toes in, extend my arms out. So it's a hammer curl as I tap my toes, arms extend as I release. If you need a modification, arms are down, hammer curl as you tap your toes, bring it right back in. Now that right quad, right glute is doing a lot of stabilizing here. Tapping the toes out, extending back in. Again, the higher your elbows, the more challenging this will be for the shoulders. We're gonna combo this out in 3, 2, 1. Arms go long, you sink down 1 more inch, rise up for 3. Take your time, 2, 1. We sink back down for 3, 2, 1. Toe tap out to the side, hammer curl with the dumbbells. Bring it back in, sink down 1 more inch, then you rise. Now the more you add at the bottom here, the faster that right glute Right quad is gonna light on fire. We got one more hold to finish. You'll meet me low here in 10. Shake it out when you need. In 5, we hold low in 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells come to your chest. It's a quick toe tap out to the side, back in, out and in, out and in. I'm just tapping my toe out and in, stabilizing with that right glute, right quad. I'm gonna hold my left leg long in 3, 2, 1. Left leg long, challenge, arms are long overhead. I sink down an inch, up an inch. Dumbbells at your shoulders if you need a little less. We're here for 10. We've got upper body work in 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, that right quad. Woo. All right, we got a renegade row set. Bring your dumbbells down to the ground. Come down onto your knees. We're gonna find a modified plank position to start. So hands are coming down to the mat, knees walk behind you, glutes are tucked, belly is in, chest is hollow. My dumbbells are right underneath my shoulders here. I'm just gonna start with a slow push-up, dropping my chest for 3, 2, 1, pushing up for 3, 2, 1. Just working through this slow modified push-up, tapping my chest to my dumbbells. Taking as long as you can, dropping as low as you can. More than welcome to take it up to the toes at any point. All right, y'all, arms go long in 5. Arms are long in 3, 2, 1. Once I'm there, I'm gonna grab the dumbbell, pull in my hands, drive my elbow up, squeeze through my lat, place my dumbbell down, switch arms. Other dumbbell, drive it up, squeeze through my lat, place it down, switch sides. Trying to keep your hips stable, your core engaged as you work through these rows. Nice and slow. Say your core is really struggling to stabilize here. You can always walk your knees under your hips, finding that tabletop position, and do the same movement. If you're pregnant or soon to be pregnant and you're wondering how to modify, that's how you would do that right here. Knees under the hips, finding that all fours position if you needed to. All right, we're gonna add on our next layer in 5. We keep the dumbbell lifted in 3, 2, 1. Dumbbell stays lifted. You extend out to the back, squeeze the tricep, bend your elbow in, place it back down. So we've got 1 row, 1 tricep kickback. You bring it in, you place it down. Nice and slow. Not about reps here, but about time under tension. Really squeezing the tricep before you bend it back in and release. Keeping the shoulders out of the ears. And don't underestimate those 3-pound weights, y'all. They get spicy real fast. All right, we're gonna add on our final layer in 5. We put the dumbbell down in 3, 2, 1. We add back in our push-up. You drop it down for 3. Nice and slow, 2, and 1. Press up for 3, 2, 1. You got 1 row to kick back each side. Taking your time here. 1 push-up. It is really raining outside. Hopefully you can't hear that. Feel free to ladder out the kickbacks if you're wanting some more. And of course, feel free to take it to the toes if you need a challenge. Always here for a challenge. All right, y'all. When I count you down, we're gonna find our plank. We're gonna burn out with the push-ups. That's coming up. In 5. Burn out with our push-ups. In 3, 2, and 1. Burn out your push-ups. Knees or toes, your choice. Light your triceps up. We're only doing this 1 time. You're here for 10. We've got some center core work with our dumbbells. In 5. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, roll your shoulders back and down. Finally get to sit. You're welcome. I know, how nice. Okay, once you're there, you're gonna sit on your mat, scoot your booty forward, grab your dumbbells, feet go flat on your mat. I'm gonna find a C curve in my spine. Nice big C curve. So I never wanna be arched. Nice and curved. Shoulders down out of the ears. I personally like my feet flexed, but you can keep your feet flat on the ground if that feels good for you. And then dumbbells are gonna be at our chest. Unless you don't have them, hands can come to prayer. Once you're there, we're gonna roll back for 4. Nice and slow. 3, 2, and 1. Roll up slow for 4, 3, 2, and 1. At the top, I'm gonna add my overhead press, pressing my dumbbells up overhead, bringing them back down to my chest as I roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhaling as I roll up, pressing my dumbbells up high to the sky, and then bringing my dumbbells back to my chest as I roll back down. If you need a little bit of help here, arms can go long as you roll up for a counterbalance. And then of course you can add a press at the top. If you want a little bit more challenge with stability, dumbbells are separate, working individually rather than bilaterally together. As we roll up, we press. Now we're gonna add on here on our next one. On our next one, you meet me at the top. We'll hold in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna glue our weights together, bending our elbows, dropping our weights behind our head, exhaling, extending back up, and then rolling back down. Really feeling your core light on fire as we work through that overhead tricep extension, maintaining that C curve in our spine. Spicy. Now, if you want even more, as you roll up, one leg can float in tabletop. And then you can switch as you roll down. Or you can take both legs to tabletop, finding your half teaser as you roll up, pressing high up overhead, dropping the dumbbells behind your head, feeling the shakes. Maybe as you press, your legs extend, and then you roll back down. We've got one final push here. We're gonna stay in our roll up in 5, finding our modified teaser in 3, 2, and 1. Just working through our overhead tricep extensions, nice and slow. Elbows bending, weights dropping down behind our head. Exhaling, pressing up. If you need to modify, you can always sit crisscross, nice and tall, dropping the weights behind our head, extending back up, separating them for more of a challenge. We'll hold arms long in 5. Arms go long in 3, 2, 1. We roll back an inch and up an inch. We got a Russian twist burnout in 10. You meet me back in 5. We hold in 3, 2, 1. Weights to chest. We twist to the left, twist to the right, twist to the left, twist to the right. Working through these obliques. Again, if you want more, you can float one leg, maybe both legs. Maybe you extend full teaser. We got 30 seconds here. Really twisting, trying to reach the dumbbells all the way down to your mat. If you want, you can really try and tap it with a punch. A little burnout to finish out this core block before we're back into legs. You've got 10. Final 5. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells are not your choice, of course. Grab onto them. This time our left toes are going to be pointing forward. Our right toes pointing sideways. Finding that split stance. We never really stand all the way up out of this, right? Starting with our dumbbells at our shoulders. We just start by bending into that left knee. Feeling that stretch on the left quad, the left glute, the right inner thigh. pressing through the left heel to rise back up. Just working through this warrior press. A little bit more quad focused than the glute, but hey, it's good to train quads, right? Now, as you rise up, we push overhead, and as we bend into the left knee, dumbbells come back to your shoulders. If it feels better for you to take a wide press, you're more than welcome to do so. Now, really try to make sure that you're keeping this motion fluid. We don't want to rise all the way up and then press. And we never want to sit back into our back hip. We want to keep our weight centered over both legs. Driving into that heel, pressing as you rise up. Remember, if your hip flexor's feeling it, you can turn your toes just slightly angled to help with that. As we rise, we press. As we lower, dumbbells back to the shoulders. We'll hold low here in 5. We've got our side crunch in 3, 2, and 1. You bring your dumbbells to your chest. We lift through the left oblique, dropping the left shoulder, and then lifting back up. Just your crunch, dropping and lifting. You really want to think about going up and over, and then back up. We'll put this all together here in 10. You meet me shoulders over hips in 5, in 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells to your shoulders. You sink down 2 more inches. As you rise up, we press nice and long. As you lower, dumbbells come back to your shoulders. Again, whether you have weights or not, keep the arms working. It's all about time under tension. Go ahead and add in that crunch. Dropping the left shoulder, lifting the left shoulder, down 1 more inch, and then you rise. Almost forgot to add that in. Got sidetracked about time under tension. No shocker there. All right, y'all. We got our final hold coming up. You'll meet me low. In 10. Ooh, that left quad. Starting to feel it. In 3, hold low. 2. And 1 more crunch. We extend both arms long. Maybe you look up to the ceiling for a stability challenge. Through the left heel, you rise up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, shoulders out of ears. You got 10. We got our little squat series in 5. This is it. You got 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. 1, 2 there. Again, I'm going to turn to face you so that my working leg is closest to you, but I'm staying on the left side, working the left leg. Once I'm there, I'm going to find my squat stance about hip width distance apart, just inside the mat. From here, I send my hips back and down for 3, squatting low, 2, and 1, pressing through my heels, my toes to rise back up. Now again, we start to add our front raise, not only working the shoulders, but also giving us a counterbalance. What I mean by that is if you have really tight ankles and you have a hard time sending your knees forward, giving yourself a counterbalance helps you sit back without feeling like you're gonna fall backward, okay? You can do this with or without the weights. If you need to put one down and do it with one weight, again, that's a great option. Whatever you need here. When I count you down, we're gonna stay low in our squat. We're gonna move into that little press and then isolate the arms. Here in 5, holding low in 3, 2, and 1, holding low, little press, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. We stay low in 3, 2, and 1, just the arms down and up. Again, taking your time. No need to speed this up. Using your inner thighs to stabilize here. Pressing through the heels and the toes. Good. We'll hold the arms long. In 3, 2, and 1. From here, we tap the right toes out. Dumbbells come to the shoulders. Right toes tap in, you release. Arms down by your side for a modification. Working through this hammer curl with our toe taps. Again, all I'm doing, tapping my toes out to the side, bringing it back in, but I'm really keeping my weight heavy in my left leg, not shifting over to the right side. All right. We're gonna put this together in 5, in 3, 2, 1. Sink down 1 more inch, rise up for 3, 2, 1. Squat low for 3, 2, 1. Toe tap to the side, hammer curl. Bring it back in, down 1 more inch, then you release. Now the more you add at the bottom here, the faster that left quad is really gonna light up. Whew. All right. We got our final hold in 10. We sink low in 3. Quick toe taps in 2. And when you tap it out, bring it in. Tap it out, bring it in. We'll hold the right leg out. Here in 5. Right leg out in 3, 2, 1. Challenge your arms long overhead. We sink down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. You've got 8. We've got our finisher in 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Legs on fire. All right, we got a core series, 3 rounds, 3 planks, 60 seconds, 45 seconds, 30 seconds. Let's do it. Hands, forearms, knees, toes, your choice. We're in it together though. If you want to hold it all the way through, you hold it all the way through, okay? Forearms down, hands down, knees or toes, your choice. First one, we send it out in 3, 2, and 1. Find your best plank. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's crush it. Heels are high, glutes are tucked, belly is up and in. You can take it down to your knees if you need, but nobody stops, okay? We're in it together. Mat Pilates. Ain't no joke, that's for sure. Stay with it here. Halfway through it, y'all, halfway through it. First recovery coming up, less than 30 seconds. If you can do this one, you can absolutely do the next 2, okay? We're sweating together, you got it. Here for 10 seconds. We'll bring it down, quick recovery. In 5, quick recovery in 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. You got 15 seconds. We're back up for 45, all right? Maybe you try a different plank. You change it up, or you keep it the same. Your choice. We send this out in 3, 2, and 1. 45 seconds. A little shorter, a little stronger. Let's go. Belly in, chest hollow. Smile on your face because we get to move. We don't have to move, we get to. We have able bodies that allow us to do this together, virtually. All right, y'all, stay with it here. Don't want to keep you here too long, gotta check our time. Looking strong, looking strong. You got 15 seconds. Hold on to it. Shoulders out of the ears, belly in, booty tucked. You got 5. Final recovery in 3, 2, and 1. This last one, 30 seconds. I think we got this. What about you? I think we're gonna crush it. Let's do it together. In 5, 30-second plank hold in 3, 2, and 1. Go for gold. I'm gonna hit plank jacks out and in 30 seconds.
Trying hard to keeping up with the Joneses.
1. Bring it down. Roll your shoulders back and down. Open up through your chest. Roll your neck out wherever you need hold tension today. And whenever you're ready, come all the way up. We'll reach your arms overhead. Big exhale, forward fold. Rock your hips side to side. Bend and straighten through your legs. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Roll it all the way up. And that is all I have for you today. 30 minutes, full body. Great work. I'm dead. I know you are. Let me know what you want to see next. And I'll see you next time for another Mat Pilates Move with Abby at home workout. See you next week.